A California company is set to make history, becoming the first U.S. business to export rice to China. And it comes amid that ongoing U.S.-China trade war. Contessa Brewer is in Arbuckle, California.
Ken LeGrand's family has been growing rice in California for 5 generations, for almost 100 years. Trade tensions are nothing new.
It's a bit like, you just ride along and you wait, and these things tend to work out.
Free trade has become increasingly important to LeGrand's Sun Valley Rice, a $100 million company growing, milling, and distributing all over the world. A third of all the rice that comes out of this plant is exported to Europe, the Middle East, Japan, and Korea. But LeGrand wanted to do something American rice growers have never done: sell to China. He's spent 15 years and $1 million at least to open the market, to clear regulatory hurdles and win approval from the Chinese government. In June, in the midst of a trade war, Sun Valley landed its first Chinese contract.
My first reaction was of disbelief. I couldn't believe it had finally happened.
The entire industry is counting on this deal. The profit margins on rice are slim, 3 to 5%. And Sun Valley is hoping to double that in China. After all, it's the largest rice market in the world, consuming 36 times more rice than the U.S. And this short and medium grain rice is considered premium, an affordable luxury for a growing Chinese middle class.
To have a truly new market where you have previously sold nothing to start selling something, that's an enormous opportunity. So the trade tensions that are kind of pushing pause, on these agricultural deals is upsetting to us.
Last week, when President Trump announced 10% tariffs on an additional $300 billion worth of consumer goods imported from China, China retaliated, issuing a ban on all U.S. agriculture. LeGrand refuses to be discouraged.
As far as our optimism about the Chinese government, it's absolutely where it was in June, right out of the gate. The indications that they're giving our customer, which is really who they work with, are all green lights. We're a licensed supplier. We've been licensed by the Chinese government as a supplier, so nothing's off track there.
Next month, when the new harvest is ready, Sun Valley plans to ship 2 containers of rice to China. That represents just 2% of its weekly shipments, but massive potential. Ken LeGrand sees even beyond his company, beyond his industry. He sees a stalk of rice as an olive branch in the midst of a trade war. For Nightly Business Report, Contessa Brewer, Arbuckle, California.